Yo, what's good people? It's TooBizyGaming. We're live, we're direct, and we are in full effect. Now listen, I know it's been a little while, but I'll keep it 100. Sunbreak has had me in maddest chokehold, but we are free now and we are here to provide you with all of the content as promised. Now this video is primarily based around little things that I've done along my Sunbreak journey, little hints and tips, some build knowledge, some hunting tips, just little things that made my life a little bit easier and I've had to condition myself into doing. Now hopefully my tips can help, but if there's any tips that you feel that I've left out or anything that you know that others might not know, leave them in the comment section down below. I'm eager to learn more and pass on this knowledge to other hunters. So let's get straight into it. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the special palico skills. Now this is super important if you roll with your palico or whether you're hunting by yourself and you have one palico, one palamute. This tip is super duper handy. Now ultimately this is to assist your hunting journey and to make your palico more viable out on the hunts. There's a handful of subquests that you need to do to make your palico buffed up with these special moves. There's 4 different campaigns that you need to complete. That is the assist, bombardier, gatherer and fighter upgrade campaign. You can find these listed under the requests, and to complete them is super duper simple. You just need to complete 3 master rank quests with each palico, that being either the assist, bombardier, gatherer or fighter palico. And once that's complete, boom, you got a special move. There's some amazing skills that you can actually equip to your palico. You have the healing clover bat, the meowsing mist, feline powered up, feline fireworks and lottery box. Now these special moves can be equipped to any palico, so if you've been training one up from the get-go, you don't want to, you know what I mean, you don't want to sever the ties with that palico, you can equip that special move to it. So you might have seen a friend's palico doing the special kittinator and it's down in monsters, it's allowing you and your friends to get more DPS. Listen, you can equip that on your cat as well, regardless of the setup that you got. Do be mindful the knockdown isn't super duper long, but you know, an opportunity to sharpen or heal up is always a plus. Although I must say that accuracy sometimes is a big L, and just watching the palico miss is pain. I'm telling you, it's pain. Now the next tip I can give is hunt with your friends, as that will allow you to obtain more friend vouchers. Of course, it's Monster Hunter. We want to hunt with our friends. We want to figure out different strategies and, you know, oh, you're going to set up the bombs. I'm going to do a true charge slash from over there. It's going to hit someone and, you know, it's going to explode, triggering their move and it's going to go crazy. That's just the fun of Monster Hunter, right? You can take down monsters a whole lot quicker. You can coordinate your moves. You can just have fun, and that is the beauty of Monster Hunter. However, you can also get blessed with friend vouchers. Now, massive shout out to Loviet there. He hit me up with some footage from his winnings of getting some friend vouchers, and using friend vouchers, unlocking friend vouchers is a massive plus, as that is going to go into the next point. Now, the next point is a massive lifesaver. When you unlock friend vouchers, I believe you unlock them in batches of 40, and in order to max out the melding pot, you only need to use 25. Now that leaves you obviously with 15, and by the time you finish some more hunts with your friends, you should obtain more friend vouchers, and then it should just roll over. Using things like friend vouchers and melding honey and melding pudding, this is obviously going to be a massive benefit to just maxing out that potential talisman slots. So like I said, more hunts with friends, more friend vouchers, more talismans, and we cross our fingers that we all get the talisman that we want. Please, RNGesus. Now on to the next one. I don't think I've done a hunt without using this specific endemic life. This endemic life right here, the marionette spider, is an absolute legend in itself. Now the marionette spider, chuck it at a monster, aim at a wall, specifically one with some endemic life on the wall, and throw that monster straight at it. Nice little knockdown. Depending on the element of the endemic life, that is then going to latch onto the monster and you're good to go with the DPS, man. Listen, you can pile on some nice damage, sharpen, use some potions, re-coordinate with your team, and like I said, it's a free knockdown. Who doesn't want that during a hunt? Now onto showcasing where the marionette spiders are. There's a brand new feature that they've actually added into Sunbreak, which allows your Palamute to sniff out specific items, and marionette spiders is actually one of the things your Palamute can sniff out. Now, I'm a big fan of taking the same route to specific areas for where the monster may be on the map, and along that journey, sometimes I find a puppet spider, marionette spider, fire beetle, thunder beetle, whatever it is, and that makes my journey that bit smoother because I'm also getting some handy endemic life to help us dish out some extra damage on the monster. Now, when you do use the sniff 'em out feature, it highlights said material as a little yellow dot. Go over to that little yellow dot, you pick up whatever endemic life or material that it is, and you're good to go. It will showcase where all of them are on the map, and that just makes your life a whole lot easier when mapping out your route. So what I've decided to do is showcase some easy positions where the marionette spider is, and hopefully you can slot those into your journey towards whatever monster it is, depending on if it's in area 12, 11, 5, 4. They're in really easy to get to places, so hopefully you can slot them into your journey towards the monster. I've also paused so it showcases exactly where I am on the map as well, so I'd recommend either pausing the video and just making note of where exactly they are. Now, just a little side tip, this is one that I actually found out towards the end of my playthrough on Rise. Throwing kunais at lizards is a massive help when you want to get some extra materials depending on what lizard it is. And on the flip side, you can get some king armor spheres or some other armor spheres or some other materials that will definitely be beneficial. I mean, listen, you throw your kunais 3 times at the lizard, and please do not cuss me for my accuracy with the kunais, but like I said, there's 3 materials. I'm just passing on some handy information to you. 9 times out of 10, you will find them on your journey to either picking up things like the puppet spider or the marionette or finding a monster. Just chuck some kunais, get some materials. It's a blessing. And then on to the last one. Now, this one is one of my favorite things about the game. I love being able to get the armor sets of some of the NPCs, and it just so turns out that the armor sets are banging. Depending on what weapon that you're using, I'm sure that there's an NPC that gives their specific armor set that will be beneficial to that weapon. Now, I love the lance, charge blade, gun lance, anything that makes me feel a bit more tanky, and Master Arlo's armor set is absolutely banging for that. It gives amazing skills: guard up, artillery, load shells, guard, offensive guard, razor sharp, and quick sheath. You don't have to wear the armor as a whole. Of course, you can mix it up. I mean, that's what the end game is hoping that we do as hunters. And aside from the armor sets, the weapons are just as good. Now, sometimes to unlock some of these specific follower quests, you might have to do some other quests for other NPCs. Once you complete those easier ones, it tends to unlock the other quests for the other NPCs, and then you just smash those out, and then hopefully you'll then gain access to doing either their last hunt, which will then reward you with either their weapon or their gear. Now, let's get onto the weapons as well. Now, the weapons tend to have similar stats across the board. Loads of blue sharpness, a nice chunk of white, and then a good chunk of purple when you go to upgrade them to the max. Good bit of affinity and also some defense. And then in addition to all of those really good stats, it gives you some handy slots as well to play with. And not having an element just means that they are usable across the board with a nice bit of damage as well. Do not sleep on the follower quests. They will come in handy at some point, especially when you are coming up with that end game set and you just want to figure out what armor piece is going to be handy for what specific build. Now, that's all for today's video. Hopefully you found some handy tips within this video, and you can then share that knowledge with another hunter, and it just goes on and on and on. Massive shout out to Chags and Lord Vietnair once again for assisting me with some footage for the video. If you like these kind of videos, please drop a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and drop any comments down below if there was something that I mentioned that you might not know about. It's your boy, Too Busy Gaming. Keep it locked. We got plenty more, but for now, I'm out of here. Peace.